Hey, Mark the Guitar Guy here. Today we're going to be looking at anchoring. What is anchoring? Why do we need to know it? Why do you need to know it? What two ways are there of doing it? All these questions that you probably never wanted to know the answer to, coming right up. See you soon. Alright, welcome back. Mark the Guitar Guy here. I'm here to help you play better, sound better, and feel better about your playing so that other people can enjoy your playing too. Today we're looking at anchoring. Now, anchoring is one of those things that not a lot of guitar players do when they come to my guitar lessons on Skype, my Facebook page if you want to do some Skype lessons with me. But one of the diagnoses of things that happen when I'm doing guitar lessons is, firstly, hold the pick properly, which is the first video you probably need to go check out. This one here, how to hold a pick in like 3 easy steps or whatever it says right there. Honestly, you guys need to figure this out because it's so powerful. Now, when we play guitar, our right hand is kind of, most of the time it's floating. What I mean by that, it's kind of in the air when most people learn to play, and they have this hand that kind of holds a pick in a funny way to start with, which is why you need to figure that out. But there's no reference point for the guitar. I mean, my arm's touching the guitar here, but the rest of the arm is just flailing about in midair and kind of hoping that I hit the string in the right spot. Now, when it comes to hitting individual strings, that's a real issue because I've got to hopefully aim at the right string, or I've got to use my eyes, right? Now, with anchoring, all we're going to do, there's 2 ways of doing this. I'm going to show you my way of doing it. I'm going to give you an alternative later on, but this is the one I'd like you to do. Once we know how to hold this thing properly, we're going to put our little finger on the guitar, okay? So my little finger is going to be just behind the sound hole in an acoustic guitar. You can do it for electric also. It doesn't exclude the electric. You're going to lie the finger on its side, the little pinky. That little pinky is going to lie on its side, as if I'm just like cutting under the strings and I'm just going to lift the strings up underneath like this. My little finger's just lying down there. And then what I want you to do is bring your hand up to the position where you would normally pick. Now that's pretty much the spot to put your anchor. Now the anchor, what this does, if you imagine turning the lights out in the room, someone places you in the middle of a room with some objects, and you're not touching anything, lights go out, good luck. You've got to find your way around. Okay, now if you know that, let's say there's a chair next to you and you put your hand on the chair and then the lights go out, now you have a reference point to where the chair was and everything else was. Hope that helps. But this is what this is going to do. So once the little finger's down, we don't need to look anymore. Once I know where my top string is, and we get to learn this obviously as time goes on. But little finger on the guitar is going to give me a reference point for the top string, all right? And now from that string, I know there's a one underneath it, another one, another one, another one. On and on it goes. So this is how we can do. So I look, and that happens not because I'm amazing. Thanks very much. It's not actually because of that. It's just simply, as soon as that little finger's there, it starts to know where those strings are really, really quickly. Like, it's amazing. Like, literally, I've taught people like one picking pattern with anchored, and I get them to shut their eyes and they play it probably better than when they're looking, because looking doesn't work for this hand. This hand, fine, just don't look at this hand. Anchoring, little finger, it's going to help for picking and strumming. Now I'm going to do some strumming using the anchor. Now in this view here, you're going to be able to see very, very clearly where that anchor sits, all right? You can see it's just landing on the guitar and it's giving me a reference point. It's letting me know with all these amazing little connections and sensors, all the calculations are going on in the subconscious mind, letting me know how much pressure there is, letting me know where the pick is, letting me know where the string is, having to hear the sound, matching the sound to the feeling. All these things are going on. Now it doesn't get any of that if it's just hanging out in midair. Now when picking is another thing. So let's say I'm just going to pick the 3rd string, doing down and up strokes, okay? Another good thing is to have that anchoring there, right? If I don't have the anchor there, my hand's kind of floating and there's a lot of tension going on there. As soon as my little finger's down there, I can do some cool stuff with that anchoring. And then of course, once I know where one string is, I can know where the other strings are. That's one way of anchoring. There is another way of anchoring, and that's if you don't put your little finger out, and you tend to be a guitarist that likes, now I don't like this style, but if you have your hand in a bit of like a fist, kind of tense person maybe, then what you want to do is put the anchor up here. Now I use kind of both, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm palm muting, that happens anyway. But the other way is to just basically put the palm right here, like this little fist part, right up, like almost like the horseshoe of the hand here, right up on the top there. And that's another way of anchoring, and then you can kind of, lot of guitar players will anchor like that. A lot of speed pickers use that actually. A lot of speed pickers will do that as opposed to anchoring little finger here. Both exist though. Here we have it. Very simple, very quick lesson on anchoring. Now, what I'd like to know from you is, have you tried this? Have you thought about this? Is this brand new to you? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe. All these people out there going, why aren't you a bigger channel? Well, it's probably the subscription and probably my fault for not doing awesome enough lessons. I'm going to try and change that from now on. I'm committing to you guys because I love you guys so much. Can't wait to see you again. Check out my Instagram and all those things you'll see on the screen, and otherwise go check out the next video and learn some more actual real lessons on guitar from a guitar teacher. Mark the Guitar Guy signing out. See you later. I'm going to play something.